Everyone talks about posting more, writing better headlines, or collaborating with other writers to grow on Substack. And while those are fine strategies, they are also the ones everyone already knows. In this video, I am going to show you other strategies, the ones most creators overlook, even though they can make a massive difference to your growth on Substack. These are the exact tactics we've tested inside Write Build Scale, and some of them are hiding in plain sight right inside your Substack dashboard. If you stick with me until the end, you will walk away with a list of growth ideas that your competitors have probably never even thought about. But before we dive into the tactics, let's talk about why these lesser known strategies are so powerful in the first place. When you only use the same growth strategies everyone else is using, you are competing for the same attention in the exact same way. But when you start leveraging the hidden features and underused tools on Substack, you instantly stand out and you tap into opportunities most creators might never even touch. That means more visibility, faster growth, and stronger relationships with your readers. Let's start with one of my favorite ideas. It's the VIP reader outreach. Inside your Substack dashboard, you can see who your most engaged readers are. These are the ones who open every mail, click every link, and often leave comments on your work. Well, most people ignore this data, but these are essentially your super fans. These are people who genuinely enjoy your work. And since you have access to this information, you can use it to your advantage and contact these readers directly, letting them know that you are grateful for their support and that you have created something special for them. You can also ask for their feedback on an idea or invite them on a private Q&A call. Since these are your most loyal readers, they are familiar with your work and invested in your publication, which means they might actually be interested in what's going on behind the scenes of your work. When readers feel seen and valued, they will talk about you, they will spread the word, they will recommend you, and that word of mouth is one of the fastest ways to grow your subscriber base. Now on to number 2. Most creators treat recommendations as a static list. They set it up once and forget about it. Instead, you can think of recommendations as a dynamic, rotating, warm introduction system. Here's how that would work. Every month, look at your analytics and identify which recommendations are sending you the most subscribers. Next, send those creators a personal message, ideally with a very specific ask. You can invite them to co-create something, you can invite them to a collaborative post, a guest post swap, or even a joint Q&A session. Because a reader who first finds you through a recommendation is far more likely to become a loyal subscriber or paid subscriber if they also see you appear in that creator's feed or email. It's like a double endorsement, and it just emphasizes the relationship. You can even rotate your recommendations every 30 to 60 days to test new partners, keep things fresh, and create more of these warm introductions over time. This turns recommendations from a passive growth tactic into an active compounding referral engine. And as a bonus, you're also building a strong relationship with the actual partner who is recommending you. One of the most underrated features of Substack is how well posts can rank in Google search results. Most people only write for their subscribers, but if you structure certain posts with SEO in mind, you can attract entirely new audiences who find you through searches. This means using clear, keyword-rich titles, structuring your posts with subheadings, and answering questions people are actually typing into Google or other search engines. We've had posts that bring in new subscribers every single week, months after they were published, simply because we optimized them for search. At the very least, what you can do is go into your SEO options and let ChatGPT generate the proper SEO title, description, and post URL. If you have no idea about SEO optimization, at least following this simple step will give you better odds at showing up when people are looking for the type of content you create. The next idea is so simple, but almost nobody uses it well. What most people do on Substack when they lock their content is to simply put a large part of an article behind the paywall. You might give away the first 10% for free, and then you lock the rest, so people feel compelled to upgrade and read the entire piece. But what we have seen work much better is when your locked content is not just the rest of the article, but an additional value add for the reader. For example, we might give away an entire article for free, but behind the paywall, you will find a worksheet or a detailed AI prompt that will help you put the learnings into action. This way, you prove that your content itself is valuable because it's free, but you're adding such a strong incentive for your reader that upgrading to the paid tier almost becomes a no-brainer. Now, one of the richest sources of growth ideas is sitting right under your posts. It's your comments section. We turn great comments into content, both in notes and in our fully blown posts. When a reader asks a thoughtful question or shares a valuable perspective, you can literally highlight it in your next piece and tag them or respond to it through a public note. Not only does this create highly relevant content, but it also makes readers feel valued and seen, which increases loyalty and the likelihood that they will actually share your work with other people. Plus, you never run out of content ideas. The next point is all about the welcome email. When someone subscribes to your publication, Substack sends an automatic welcome email. Most people just go with the default option and miss out on one of the most important opportunities to connect with their subscribers. Because your welcome email on Substack is the most opened email. This is an incredibly valuable opportunity for you to introduce yourself, explain the kind of content your reader can expect, share a few of your best posts, and place a proper call to action to tell your readers what to do next. The faster someone connects with your work, the more likely they are to stick around and eventually become a paying member or customer. And last but not least, one of the fastest ways we have deepened relationships and engagement with our audience and boosted our growth is by hosting surprise live sessions for our subscribers. We usually announce them just a few days in advance, make them casual and interactive, and invite questions. People love these spontaneous events, and they often share their experience with others afterwards as well. This is a simple way to give people more than they expect, and that's the kind of thing that gets talked about. Plus, these types of live sessions are the perfect opportunity to answer your audience's questions. If you interact with someone during a live stream, they are much more likely to become a superfan and pay closer attention to your work in the future. And normally these sessions are really easy for you to host because you can literally talk about what you are already writing about. All right, these are some of the best Substack growth strategies that most people never talk about or use. If you start using even 2 or 3 of them, you'll put yourself miles ahead of most creators on the platform. And if you want more strategies like these, plus the exact systems we use to grow, write, build, scale, grab our free Substack bestseller workbook. The link is in the description box below. If you're still new to the platform and don't know how to put all these ideas into action, follow this video where I share exactly how I would start on Substack if I had no audience. It will help you connect the dots and turn these hidden strategies into a complete growth plan. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.